trying to battle for vision, and now they can go for more. Crutch is coming back off cooldown in 1 second time. Fada being body blocked up. Sean behind him too. It's going to be a twofer. And Matoma's actually really low. Back behind the tower. That Sada's not going to last much longer. It's got a blast in 1 second time, but it also times out too early. KP goes into the tree lines. Crush is available, but it's going to be Chuan to take the kill.
Instead, a very aggressive earn.
Bot lane, you got silence from Kuro. They might be able to go on Hao. He instantly starts to spin as Kuro comes in from the side, but the damage on Hao is so big, but it's not enough. The Sunstrike! He got him back at base! Fada was waiting for it. He knew the TP would go, and he hits the mark perfectly, and Liquid finally get themselves on the board. So we're going to have ourselves a bit of a clash as KP. Smoke's going to break Matama as well as Moo. KP blinked himself up, already puts the amplification over on G-Rex, wants the crush, finds Matama and the Sunstrike from Fada, not going to connect on anything, and now into the Nova. Does NEWBEE back up with the Ravage, and they have no choice. They have to stay underneath this, and Moo, the cold embrace is keeping him alive for now, and with the curse, Kuro's going to go down so quickly. KP keeps the crushes going too, Matama's on the sidelines, a double kill for Kaka. G-Rex trying to find anything he can, looking for Moo, who's just dodging sprites left, right, and center. G-Rex is silenced up too. He's going nowhere, and Fada's also in trouble. Amplified, there's nowhere to hide. Kaka's looking for a triple if he can get it. The ice wall's down, but Chuan will take it. Liquid are wiped from the face of the earth. And Mind Control, oh wow, what a great rune to have for this. He's walking around with an Invis rune. This will allow him to basically walk in to point blank range on NEWBEE. The crush will come out, but when is that Ravage going to arrive? Hao still not spinning, Matama controlled up. They're all in close. Mind Control, I think it's time to let it rip. The Nova's coming out. Mind Control still sitting behind her, and there's your Ravage. Moo's in trouble, and maybe they got the damage. Kaka will go down too. Hao spin, ineffective. They're being chased down by Team Liquid back behind the tower. You've lost the Phoenix, but that is all from Team Liquid. And there's no Supernova for the moment. Nova's up in a pit. Fada, wow, that's deep. They're jumping in. They really want that Invoker. They've almost got him with a mech charge. Fada, the spin from Hao. It won't find the kill. And now Hao's low. The Sunstrike, thanks to the Force Staff, is going to miss on Hao. Bring up the Kitty Ward. Nova still not here for G-Rex, so he's not going to put it down. Kuro's in trouble, and the curse! It locks G-Rex to the back. Kuro's going to come over. G-Rex, he'll go into the Nova. Kuro, the impetus damage from Chuan will be enough to kill him off. Moo's still on the run, but the double crush from KP, keeping Liquid inside the base, allowing the double top follow-up silence from Moo with a Crimson Swarm too. They just keep rampaging forward. The buyback's available from the Liger. G-Rex going to start up with that Sunray, trying to find KP, bringing him down low. That will not protect him, the cold embrace. And Team Liquid, well, what a time for the BKB to be up. Team Liquid slipped themselves inside the pit. Here comes the Slider, Blank Crush, catches out too. Matoma as well as Mind Control. They're Invis over Mind Control, and now your Ravage will pop. Move protected by his BKB with the Omni Slash. You can say goodbye to Fada so quickly. They're trying to focus down Mind Control too. The Nova will not be able to connect as the fight splits up. The Observer was letting them see Kuro. That Obs Ward's only got 2 seconds left on it. So KP will try and make the most out of it. Jumping over towards Fada. Where's that slash? It's just going to be the spin. Fada's already down. The curse is locking him in position. G-Rex is turning his Sunray over. Funnily enough, that actually ends up helping them until now the Omni Slash. Kuro will drop to a double kill for Hao. Bouncing up further. KP with a follow-up stun. G-Rex can't really help out. They'll put down the healing ward. KP hit by the Sunspray. And now it's Team Liquid's turn. The Nova is up. The Ravage on cooldown for 15 seconds. Time and NEWBEE have not achieved their objective. They've done damage to the range racks, but they haven't killed off the melee. Exorcism is up in 1 second time. So say hello to Moo's ultimate. Hao will come back into that Ravage timing. It is now here. Be ready to jump. Moo's BKB, and now the Ravage! They need to bring down the Death Prophet. It's the only way they keep their racks alive, but the spin from Hao causing troubles, and G-Rex with a stun. Moo, the Sunstrake's coming in. Moo's so low! He's gone! Hao's down too! The Agency Mortar will trigger, but Chorn is burning in the sun. They have to back up. Moo, there he goes! Finally down! They keep the defense in a way, but still, NEWBEE, so much strength behind them. They're going to bring down that bottom racks. Fortifications delaying the inevitable. It's only the Tidehunter as well as the Phoenix to hold the line. Now this is gone. And maybe more. Still no Invoker, still no Tidehunter, still no control. How's just going to spin and beat into the ranks this way, and then KP gets a jump over on G-Rex. You can say goodbye to that Phoenix. He'll buy back with the Omni Slash. Kuro's going to go down as well. Stay where he was, so Matoma wouldn't actually get the extra hits. from that Omni Slash. And Matama, what do you want to do? You want to run around, come back for the Wyvern, but the curse actually stops Mind Control as he blinked in. He's beating down on Matama. They'll blink themselves forward. The Splinter Blast will find the revenge kills. And now it's Liquid throwing their bodies towards NEWBEE. Far too far on the front lines. Moo's Exorcism is up. They're all going down, and GG! NEWBEE will take game 1 against Team Liquid. It is just too much for Liquid to repel.
What a superb draft coming out from NEWBEE.
Just has to hold back, and Hal's going to actually go for the... He's already done it. He went for the early point up in the healing ward. Difficult to keep that alive. In fact, now with a blast, Hal, he has to stop the spin. The damage physically is still there. Mind Control will take first blood just because they make his lane so much better. Chuan, okay, he shackles to cancel off the tornado. However, there's a large amount of damage being done to him. And Wildwing will keep the chase going, and Chuan, he'll shock. He just wants the Wildwing dead, and it's gonna happen, but Chuan at a 17 HP to make it work. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Moo's gonna have a crack over. Fada dropping low with the help of Kaka. They find one, the Spirits out to maximum range. Kaka trying to reach Jirax, but then Jirax can also turn Kaka. He's gonna get trapped up. His tether is available. Goes all the way back over to Moo, but Mind Control's already here in the mid. Finds one. The kick was there from Jirax, but it's Moo with the lasso, holding Mind Control into the tier 1 tower, but with one more attack into the trees. There's a double kill for Mind Control. And Moo, he turns around, he wants to jump, and well, Firefly, Blink, Lasso, Chuan's going to be here as well. They have to drop them out Serpent Wards if they want the extra damage, but a kick from Jirax, and the silence makes it difficult. Fada still caught inside the Firefly. He'll go down with the Magnetize turned on. Kaka, stick charges will keep him alive, but not for much longer. The walls move forward, and now Matama just being blocked up by the creep. It was the Centaur that wasn't allowing him forward, but Mind Control on the back lines finds Chuan. He wants Moo as well, doesn't have enough damage for that, and he understands this too, so he moves on to a better target. It's Moo as well as KP. The stun from Kuro needs a little bit more damage with the Impetus. It could go to work, but still Mind Control all over the Batrider. But how? In for the Omni Slash. Revenge is swift and just. A level 11, so second point up in Warpath. They can start doing damage towards the towers. Chuan comes in from behind. Fada, they need to get some kind of control. Relocate. Gonna bring in KP as well. The Master boards it down, but the damage from Atonement is just so big. Combining up with the Magnetize, Fada might burn inside the Firefly, but the damage is just so huge from Team Liquid. Hal will be forced back underneath his own tier 3 tower. Mind Control diving under it to ensure the kill. They want to wipe NEWBEE out here, but KP is just so strong. Okay, Moo's trying to lay this up with the Firefly, but say goodbye to the tier 3 here. Here comes the relocate, plus the TPs. KP's the first man in. They instantly focus Kaka down. He will not survive with this. Hal needs more damage, but he gets silenced up. He can't get his spin. He can't get the ulti off. The Aegis Immortal will burn instantly. Fada is still low, and with Kaka's buyback, now KP with the cool sprays really starting to stack up here. They're in a little bit of trouble. Matulman isolated out. Fada was able to TP out with the Omni Slash. Matulman is mopped up. Kuro, the Nezuku is on him. The Flame Break will cancel this TP in time. So NEWBEE able to catch up to Kuro. They'll find this kill. They burn the Aegis the Immortal, but damage is still done at home. This is not going to be the dream fight for Team Liquid. There's still 4 inside the pit. Exorcism committed. Roshan's pretty low. KP walking inside the pit. Roshan, he belongs to the Weaver. The clipping doesn't happen for the Flame Break, but Moo will drag Fada up on the hillside with the Mount Serpent Wards. They'll isolate him up there. He'll still be up with his Exorcism, however, but this fight splits massively into different pieces. They're trying to get Fada back down again, but he just can't get off the cliff. Maybe with the Spirit Siphon, KP helping to stay alive. There's still no one dead in this entire fight. The stacks are prepping up for KP. But with the kick on Kaka and KP, they can't keep the momentum going. They're all just splitting up. No one's still dead yet. Fada, how is he still up here? He's playing King of the Hill. Now you lose 2. The Jirax, he boulders up and pushes Fada down, buying freedom for his claw. But it's Mind Control who ends up Hal. They go for more. Moo with the Flame Break, pushing Fada back. Now KP can start over on Jirax. The stacks are high. Fada trying to isolate here with the Yule Scepter. Mind Control stunned up. Lincolns will break, but he'll time-lapse off all the damage, putting the Scarabeetles back onto the back of KP. Moo has to blink away to safety. You got the hunt going off from the Weaver. He's right behind Moo. He's not close enough to get the kill. Moo behind the tower. Mind Control keeps the chase going. Ghost Step will just amplify the damage, and Mind Control literally runs straight through him like he's absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, up on top lane, the range racks. Mind Control, one hit will do the job. It doesn't even need it. The creep wave's there, but it's Chuan inside the base. Ghost Scepter will save him from the Geminate attack. KP has to come back up into defender. Mind Control is coming in for round 2. The shackles, maybe too greedy. Time lapse, where is it? 1 second on cooldown. He'll burn the Aegis, but he kills Chuan. Support's coming up from the Aya, but KP's the only one here. Mind Control can just Akuchi himself away. They know Sean, KP, 4-star, they push him into the fight. He turns his back pretty quickly, wants to evade the bugs, but Sean, he's stunned, kicked around, silenced up, the mech charge comes off. NEWBEE need to survive this if they want to win the game, but they can't really do it when Vada triggers his BKB all over him. Mataman locked in by the lasso, but it's not enough damage. How? Now into the Omni Slash. The damage is splitting up because they're just so close in for the spin. He'll get himself away. The stun's there from KP, and now still double kill for Vada. The Exodum has done some serious lifting in this fight. The KP wants to keep going. You've got Kaka lassoed up. Can they hold him there? Vada's dropping low. 4-star up. He's almost down, but he's not down yet. How? Explodes right behind him. KP can't keep up, and now it's 4 Liquid players around KP. He'll start the TP, but unsuccessful. KP is dropping quickly, and NEWBEE, they'll be wiped. And this should even be potentially the game. They want to try and get some extra kills instead. It's the Yule Scepter. Mu finds himself in too deep. KP also stunned up. Chuan, he's locked with the Spirit Siphon. You can say goodbye to the Shaman. KP looking for some revenge on Mind Control, but Mind Control right in the back of Kaka. Tried to tether away, can't do it. The lasso's there from Mu. Mind Control still alive at the moment. And Tyrants of all the damage. They've lost too much. The damage is too great. They are bleeding out right now. NEWBEE, Liquid are all over him. And here comes Matumberman. Necros, look at it go, GG. NEWBEE will accept it. We'll have ourselves a decider between NEWBEE as well as Team Liquid.
And Liquid trying to make a statement.
Where's
with
that
this
ward?
T1.
Here they come down. The dive is going to come forward instantly into the Nova. Splinter Blast not bouncing around. Hal's going to get stunned up. He's not in a great position. They're trying to get rid of that Nova Ray. Can't do it. Jirax will pop out, finding the stun into the Sun Ray too. They're still underneath this Tier 1 tower, Team Liquid, but they're taking the fight. Vada moving from support to now core over to Hal. Armor toggle time, combining it with the Cold Embrace. There's no follow-up damage, so Liquid will move over towards Kaka instead, staying inside the trees. Hal trying to lock Vada in, but the storm is up from Kuro. Hal finds the kill, but he's locked inside the wall. He'll die at the storm, and then with the stun over on Mu, the gust from Matumberman, he's playing from the tree line. Mu is so low, but still alive. KP can't reach Matumberman, he's so close! Now with the surge, he just wants to punch him! Now he's got it! Mind Control with the stun, but the Iron Shell damage is too much. Mind Control has to back up with the movement in from Mu. He mops up Jirax. And Team Liquid, they still want Roshan. Amplification is on him, but look at that surging up. There's your stun. They're going to catch out Disruptor. Hal wants a quick kill. Sean will end up stealing the lightning. But with the amplification up over on Roshan, maybe NEWBEE.
Liquid can't leave this pit.
Yeah, they've left it. They don't have their Disruptor. They don't have their big AoE controller. You can come in for a Nova. They're actually going to smoke. They're coming back in again. The smoke's going to be broken right now. KP was the one on the front lines. The Roshan almost down. Hal finishing the job. Picks up the Aegis, the Immortal. You're going to lose KP for this. The Cold Embrace from Kaka being used on himself, but then the pickup on Matama dragging him in very, very close. No way to run away, or maybe up the hill. Vada curse. He's going to stay exactly where he is. Mind Control and Vada. Now they come back and finish the job. The double silence from Mu. Jirax will get the stun. This will buy a little bit more time thanks to that Nova. They'll burn through the Aegis, the Immortal, but Mu, the Spirit Siphon's doing some work here for Vada. They just need a little bit more damage. Mind Control with the Crypt Swarm is dropping him low. Okay, a double damage rune just magically spawns up from Mu, but he misses uphill, attacking into Mind Control. He'll still trying to crack over towards Fader, but down the bottom tier is Kuro, who's on the run from Hal. The stun's up in 2, 1. The creep wave gives the vision. Hal needs to get in range. Kuro break for the trees. Stay in the trees. Down into the tree line. The creep wave can't follow him in there, but Hal, he'll loop around the back. Find Kuro and slum him. Wait for the timing. There's your blink. They end up finding the Winter Wyvern. Jirax gets silenced by Mu, so you can take Sunray out of this fight. The Tier 1 tower will drop, but you've still got Hal forcing in that bottom lane, but they're going to start the fight up on top. The back, and the Nova will be coming out. The stuns were still pretty good, but Mu locked inside the storm. Mu is gone straight away. The XM is already burned, so there's no point for a buyback, and they run into the trees. KP will drop as well, and Team Liquid, they take the fight quite handily, and now they'll find Kaka over in the trees. Hal wants to help out the stun. He needs to cleave. The curse is out, however, making it so Hal can't really do that much damage, but maybe he can get a little bit more control. Mind Control. The cleave is coming in again. The Splinter Blast. Kaka just keeps pumping it out from the rear end, and Sean moving forward. He's got Crush stolen, looking for it on Mind Control. Is actually going to miss it out, and now Sean will die as well. Kaka and Hal are still on the run. They know Mind Control's in the trees, but he actually blinks south away from the rest of NEWBEE and will TP away to safety. Where they're waiting under the cover of smoke. Dro's going to show herself. Chuan moves up. They understand they're up there. Blink Crush. Instantly into Nova. Chuan and Mu, they're burning up too quickly. Chuan locked inside that storm. The Nova's about to pop as well. Mu, KP, and Kaka, they can't go anywhere. The Sun Ray's turned on. Mind Control all over it. They're going to bring down at least 2 either way because Hal ripped apart the back line, bringing down the Drone Ranger of Matumman and Kuro coming down, but it's Hal who's trapped. He BKBs, goes for the stun, finds Kuro, probably take 1 hit. No, there's going to be 2 to get the kill, and then they move over to Matumman, closing the distance. There's another quick pop. The Nova will pop down. Hal needs to run away from this. He's so low on life. The Mystic Snake is not enough to kill him off. It's the rest of the fight with the Yules up from Moo, able to evade the fight. They're TPing up. Hal, he's actually TPing up, but Mind Control finds him in the tree line. And there it is, 5-man smoke maneuver. They're going to push up through mid. Thanks to their observer ward, they understand the Team Liquid are here in force in the mid lane, but if they can get that jump, the Sun's over on fire, they trigger the Lincoln Sphere. Hal will get the stun as well, but it's up on the cliff side. KP to back the wall, not really having that much of an effect, but they still want Fighter down with a Nova, however, and the Stone Gaze. They can't go anywhere. The split shot from Fighter. Moves about to die. In fact, he ends with a T-Rex pop. They find the kill. KP to go. Hal to join him in the grave. The 3 cores have been lost here for NEWBEE. So Moo's got something a little bit more to work with, but Liquid, they're here on the hunt. They get the Blink Crush over on Kaka. They still see him thanks to that Observe Ward that's there. Say goodbye to that too. Kaka blinks away. Hal needs to walk with him too. In fact, he's not even going to walk. He just blinks out. There's a little bit of trouble. Moo is trapped. Remember, no buyback. He already bought the Shiva's gun. The Yule Scepter up, and Kaka, he can't come close. In fact, he gets locked in by Kuro. Moo will walk past the stall, but he's down. 1 minute without the Death Prophet. Liquid, they are very close to doing it. KP, this is his one moment. The back, the wall, the double stun. They need that big damage out, but they just don't have it. They try and push forward, but then the Stone Gaze, Hal being crushed. They're going to focus him down. If Hal goes, it's over. They've lost too much, and there it is, GG! Team Liquid are going to the grand finals of the Vanilla Major.
The Medusa pick was a stroke of genius by Kuro. It is just incredibly good at dealing with the Sven. All these range heroes. Fantastic positioning, did not get caught by a multiple-man curse wall, which NEWBEE were just hoping for, praying for the entire game. And with that, NEWBEE will exit the tournament.
That they will. They'll have to settle for